Hey Bears fans, it's that time again where we dive deep into everything happening with our team as we head toward the regular season finale this Sunday. The excitement is real, and there's plenty to unpack, especially after a roller coaster of a stretch for this squad. The Chicago Bears have faced some tough moments, particularly on the defensive side of the ball, and it's been a season where resilience has been tested repeatedly. After giving up 42 points to the 49ers, there's no denying that the defense has had its struggles, and that's exactly where the focus needs to be as we look forward. Dennis Allen himself has been candid about the recent performance, admitting that the coaching and execution last week were not where they needed to be. There's a lot to learn from games like that, and the emphasis now is on correcting mistakes and getting back to the level of play that can keep this team competitive, particularly at home against Detroit. Looking ahead to the matchup with the Lions, there's no sugarcoating the challenges that still exist. Detroit may be out of playoff contention, but they remain a dangerous offensive team. The absence of certain key players does impact their lineup. Yet, Jared Goff continues to perform at a high level, and the talent around him, from the offensive line to the running backs and receivers, ensures that they can move the ball effectively. The Bears' defense is going to need to tighten up in areas where they've shown vulnerability, especially in stopping third-down conversions. Over the last few games, the inability to consistently get off the field has been a glaring problem. Against the Packers and the 49ers, opponents have converted far too many third downs, which has put the Bears in tough situations and made games much harder to manage. It's clear that without timely stops, even a talented offense can find itself in a hole that's difficult to climb out of. Despite these defensive struggles, there are bright spots worth noting. Turnovers remain a strength, and when the Bears can capitalize on those opportunities, the offense has shown it can put points on the board. Yet, execution under pressure, especially in critical moments, will be key. The linebackers and secondary are capable of better play, and the personnel is such that with the right adjustments, improvements are within reach. Fans want to see those stops, and the next game presents a prime opportunity for the defense to demonstrate growth. While expectations are measured, the potential to bounce back exists, and the focus has to remain on fundamentals, discipline, and seizing critical moments when they present themselves. On the offensive side, progress continues to be noticeable, particularly with players developing a deeper understanding of the system and how to leverage it to their advantage. The ability to control the cadence, manage the line of scrimmage, and utilize pre-snap adjustments has been an area of growth. Demonstrating the mental side of the game is just as important as physical execution. As players gain command of these elements, the Bears' offense can operate more efficiently, making the most of every opportunity while keeping defenses guessing. Quarterback decision-making, communication, and pre-snap reads are becoming smoother, leading to more consistent performance and the ability to capitalize on free plays when they arise. This growth translates directly to scoring opportunities, and the offensive development over the season has been a key factor in keeping the Bears competitive, even when the defense has faltered. Weather conditions, particularly at Soldier Field, have historically played a role in shaping how games unfold, and this season is no exception. Players and coaches alike have discussed the importance of using the elements to their advantage. While weather can create challenges, the Bears are built to thrive in tougher conditions, and strategic planning around wind, temperature, and field conditions can create subtle advantages. Special teams have been a notable area of improvement, with kicking, coverage, and returns all showing progress as the season has advanced. Cairo Santos, for example, has demonstrated reliability under pressure, making critical kicks in challenging conditions that directly contribute to the team's scoring and field position strategies. The overall growth in special teams execution has been an unsung story, quietly bolstering the Bears' overall performance and adding a layer of confidence heading into crucial games. Injuries are always a storyline as teams approach the final stretch of the season, and the Bears have had their share of concerns to monitor. Players dealing with foot, knee, concussion, and illness-related setbacks require careful management to ensure they are ready for Sunday. Full participation in practice, gradual ramp-up, and monitoring for recovery are all part of the process to ensure the team enters the game healthy and prepared. Key players returning to full practice is a positive sign, particularly when it comes to their impact on offensive rhythm and defensive cohesion. Rookies and younger players who have emerged as reliable weapons are beginning to establish themselves as focal points in the offensive scheme, showing growth, consistency, and trustworthiness in crucial moments. The integration of these players into the core strategies of the team not only provides immediate benefits on game day, but also lays the foundation for the Bears' future development. Looking at the opposition, Detroit faces its own injury and availability questions, which could influence the dynamics of Sunday's matchup. The Lions have key offensive and defensive players dealing with ankle, knee, wrist, and concussion issues. How they manage these situations could tip the scales slightly in favor of Chicago, but it's also a reminder that preparation and adaptability are essential. The Bears will need to anticipate who will be on the field and adjust accordingly, balancing aggression with prudence and exploiting opportunities when they arise. Even when facing partially depleted opponents, execution, discipline, and timing remain critical. Games at this stage of the season often come down to which team can maintain consistency while minimizing mistakes, and Chicago has the personnel and coaching to make that happen, provided adjustments are made efficiently. In addition to matchups and injuries, the team's cohesion, mental focus, and confidence will play major roles. Players who have shown growth in command, understanding, and execution throughout the season are critical assets, as they can help stabilize the team when moments of pressure arrive. Leadership on and off the field, the ability to manage the pace of the game, and the capacity to stay composed during adversity are all elements that have contributed to the Bears' ability to remain competitive even during difficult stretches. While questions remain about the defense and some areas of inconsistency, the combination of offensive potential, improving special teams, and the ability to leverage home field conditions provides a path forward. As Sunday approaches, every practice, every adjustment, and every meeting contributes to shaping the team's readiness. The coaching staff has emphasized learning from past mistakes, making targeted corrections, and preparing for the specific threats posed by the Lions' offense. The ability to identify tendencies, anticipate plays, and execute under pressure will be vital. For Chicago, this game is not just about maintaining momentum. It's about solidifying confidence, proving growth in key areas, and demonstrating that the team can respond to adversity, particularly on defense. The focus is on making every play count, minimizing third-down conversions by opponents, and capitalizing on every turnover opportunity. Execution under these circumstances can turn a challenging matchup into a statement of resilience and adaptability. As we move deeper into the week, the Bears' preparation for Sunday's game continues to highlight the importance of attention to detail and situational football. Defensive drills have been focused on stopping the run, pressuring the quarterback, and tightening coverage in the secondary. The coaching staff has emphasized discipline in assignments, particularly on third-and-long situations, which have been a vulnerability in recent weeks. Success in those moments will require every player to understand their role perfectly, from linebackers filling gaps to cornerbacks maintaining positioning and safeties anticipating routes. These nuances may not always show up on the stat sheet, but they determine whether the team can hold drives, limit explosive plays, and create turnovers that swing momentum. On the offensive side, the focus is on consistency and capitalizing on the growing chemistry between key players. The rapport between the quarterback and his top targets has become more refined as the season has progressed, allowing the offense to operate with greater timing and confidence. Players who were once limited by inexperience have emerged as reliable options, capable of executing complex plays and adjusting in real time to defensive schemes. This growth has been a key factor in the Bears' ability to maintain competitiveness, even when the defense has struggled, demonstrating that offensive cohesion is just as important as defensive improvement. The running game, in particular, has been emphasized as a stabilizing factor. Establishing the run not only opens up play-action opportunities, but also allows the offensive line to set the tone physically at the line of scrimmage, a crucial advantage when facing a defense that has shown the ability to disrupt timing. Weather conditions remain a consistent factor at Soldier Field, and the team has made clear that leveraging these conditions can provide a subtle but impactful edge. The Bears are accustomed to playing in harsh weather, and their game plans reflect strategies designed to maximize effectiveness despite wind, cold, or precipitation. Special teams play a significant role here, as field position gained or lost through kickoffs, punts, and returns can shift momentum in ways that dramatically affect the flow of the game. The kicking game, in particular, has shown reliability under pressure, providing a level of confidence that allows the coaching staff to make more aggressive decisions on fourth downs and critical scoring opportunities. Player health and recovery continue to be monitored closely. The Bears have managed injuries with a combination of medical oversight, gradual reintegration into practice, and strategic rest to ensure readiness for the final games of the season. Key players returning to full participation not only impact immediate performance, but also contribute to team morale. The ability to have experienced contributors on the field is critical for execution, leadership, and maintaining a sense of continuity in both offensive and defensive schemes. Younger players who have been integrated effectively have also contributed to depth, ensuring that injuries or absences do not create unmanageable gaps in performance. Looking at Detroit, the Lions' injury report shows several players dealing with significant setbacks, particularly along the offensive and defensive lines. Their approach will likely be cautious to avoid further injury to high-value players, which could create opportunities for Chicago to exploit matchups. Understanding who will take the field and planning accordingly allows the Bears to strategize effectively, whether it's targeting specific defensive matchups or adjusting the blocking schemes to counter potential gaps in the Lions' front. The uncertainty around Detroit's lineup adds an extra layer of complexity to game planning, but also provides potential advantages if the Bears can capitalize on these situations with disciplined execution. As the team focuses on preparation, mental focus and leadership continue to be key themes. Veterans and rising stars alike are being called upon to maintain composure, make smart decisions under pressure, and support teammates through the intensity of preparation and game day execution. Leadership is not just about calls in the huddle. It's about setting the tone in practice, reinforcing assignments, and ensuring every player understands the broader strategy. The mental aspects of football, anticipating defensive schemes, reading pre-snap alignments, and making split-second adjustments, can be the difference between success and failure, particularly in high-pressure, late-season matchups. Special teams, which were once considered a weak point earlier in the season, have emerged as a strength. Kicks, coverage units, and returns have all shown improvement, contributing to field position advantages and occasionally scoring opportunities. The growth in this unit has been a quiet but significant development, helping the Bears manage games more effectively and giving the coaching staff additional confidence in executing strategies that rely on precision and timing. The ability to consistently execute on special teams can be especially important in close games where a single play can change momentum, and the Bears have clearly put effort into developing this aspect of the team over the past months. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Tensions are simmering in the NFC North, and it appears the heat is coming straight from Detroit. Lions head coach Dan Campbell has reportedly made a series of pointed remarks about the Bears, comments that insiders say have not gone over well with fans. Though Campbell is known for his fiery personality and candid approach, some believe his latest statements may have crossed a line, stirring the rivalry to new heights. Sources close to the team suggest that Campbell's critiques of the Bears weren't limited to the usual competitive banter. Rather, he allegedly questioned their coaching strategies and hinted at weaknesses in their roster. While Campbell himself has not doubled down publicly, whispers around the locker room indicate that his comments have sparked more than just chatter. They may have ignited a deeper sense of urgency for the Lions as they prepare for what could be a pivotal stretch in the season. Fans, particularly on social media, have reacted strongly. Some Lions supporters appear energized by Campbell's boldness, viewing it as a declaration that Detroit is serious about reclaiming dominance in the division. Others, however, are concerned that such public criticism could backfire, fueling the Bears while putting unnecessary pressure on the Lions' own squad. The rumor mill is buzzing with speculation that the team's front office might need to step in to temper Campbell's rhetoric, especially if tensions spill into the media spotlight in a way that distract from on-field performance. Meanwhile, Bears followers are reportedly taking notice. According to sources familiar with the NFC North chatter, Chicago fans are not taking the comments lightly, and the team itself may be using Campbell's words as bulletin board material to motivate players. Whether this fuels a fierce rivalry or leads to unintended fallout for the Lions remains to be seen. But one thing is clear: Campbell's remarks have shifted the narrative in the division, and everyone is watching to see who will emerge stronger. Speculation is rampant about how this might impact locker room dynamics, player morale, and even upcoming coaching decisions. While nothing is confirmed, insiders suggest that both fan bases are bracing for a series of matchups that could redefine the rivalry for years to come. In the meantime, all eyes remain on Detroit, where Campbell's outspoken style continues to stir debate, anticipation, and, of course, a fair share of controversy. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.